Hello, my beautiful beings. Today, I'm going to make this video shorter because I respect my time and I respect your time as well. So, so far in the couple of videos I've made, I've been talking about being raised by a covert narcissist, which is my mom. But I also just want to make it really clear as well that even though I was hurt by it, even though I look down on it in a way. I guess I wouldn't say I look down on it. It's just the situation, not the actual like mental health problem, but the situation and what it did to me, and how it made me feel bad. But with all of that being said, I know that for her and other people in the same situation, they're like that because something happened to them. They experienced some type of trauma. They didn't get the love that they wanted. Something happened to them because hurt people. So that's why I don't hold any grudges or any judgment towards her. I understand it came from somewhere. Doesn't mean that I just ignore the fact that I'm not going to ignore my feelings and how I was made to feel. Those are still relevant, but at the end of the day, this still happened to this person and they act that way because something happened to them. So I don't hold any judgment. And for that reason, I think that's why I'm also in the situation I am now, because I really don't hold judgment against anybody for anything. And I also, until recently, very recently, I've also put my own feelings to the side. So it's like, it doesn't matter what I think. I don't want to pass judgment against anybody. So you can just, you can do what you can. Nah, you can't slap me, but you can do whatever you want to me because I'm not going to pass any judgment, and my feelings are completely irrelevant anyways. And that's not true now. My feelings are valid and they are relevant, but I still don't believe in passing judgment on people because you don't know what they've been through. Um, so, I guess that's my little thing that I wanted to say today. Just making sure that I understand what happened to me. I've been through it, but I don't hold any grudges towards it. Like I still, you know, I have a not really. I've never really had a relationship with my mom, but I still deal with her. I still go over to her house every once in a while. But things are very awkward between us. It's never like you can't just be your true authentic self. It's very weird. You can feel you feel the energy, you can feel the vibe of just things ain't right. And I, like I said, I've been for the longest time, I put my own feelings to the side and I just dealt with it. Now it's like, okay, I'm putting some boundaries up, but I still deal with you because I understand that you're that way for a reason. And even though she did those things, I still know, and this may not be for everybody, that like this is just my story. Um, I know that she still does have some love for me. She just has no idea how to show it in almost like a normal way. In her way, it's buying gifts and doing stuff like that. So I still entertain her, I guess, in a way, um, because I know that there is some level of love, and it's not like I'm searching for it, like, okay, well, she bought me this and she gave me this and she gave me this. Well, she don't really give advice, but like, okay, she bought me this and she gave me this, so this is her love. And I'm not like searching for it, and it's just like, oh, I got this and oh, I got that. Like it is what it is. And I'm grown now, I have kids of my own, so that's just how I deal with it and how I look at that situation. But yeah, like I said, I don't hold any judgment towards that. And then also, the video I made yesterday about how I even started having some of those narcissistic ways myself, and then other people judging me for it. And it's like, that's another reason why I don't judge people, because I'm still a good person at the end of the day. Even though I had those ways, I'm still a good person at the end of the day. I still want to, help people as much as I can. I still have love for people. I still, want the best for everybody. But I had those ways, but I had them because hurt people hurt people. And if you know, if some people decided to not be judgmental and really be like, okay, what's really going on here, let's pull these layers back and see what's, you know, what's under, you know, what's under all of this, like what's, you know, what's under it, because hurt people. Things could have been a lot different, but everything happens for a reason. Like literally everything, there's no such thing as a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. So, you know, it is what it is. um but like I said, if certain people didn't hold judgment towards me and against me, um, things could have probably worked out a lot better. But, you know, like I said, everything happens for a reason. And that's why I don't hold judgment against anybody, because I'm like, look, I had those ways, but I'm a good person at the end of the day. So I don't hold judgment against anybody for anything, like pretty much anything. And that, and, you know, there are some people out there who are just fucked up, who just, you know, for whatever reason. But for the most part, something happened to somebody to make them that way. Whether it's the, you know, the environment or the atmosphere that they're in, and you know, they hang around gangbangers and stuff like that, so that's just their lifestyle. They don't know no better. So, you know, you don't want to, you can't really hold judgment against these people. You got to, you know, have compassion for them and show them the right way. And then if they decide that they still want to do that, then it's like, okay, so you like that shit, like you are just fucked up then, and that's on you. You know, and I look at it like, okay, what if somebody murdered somebody, and are you not going to put judgment, you know, against them for that? That's pretty fucked up. You're taking somebody's life. And it's like, yes, that's wrong. Yes, you should go to jail. Yes, you should, you know, have your freedom taken away from you. But while you're there, like, let's see, you know, what's the deep issue here? Like, why did you do that? What's wrong with you, for real? Like, and put them into some rehabilitation center, you know, or some mental rehab, whatever it is, to help them so they don't do it again. You know, or maybe if, you know, it was that heinous and maybe they're in jail for the rest of their lives. You know, I don't know. I'm just making an example, but that's why I feel like you shouldn't hold judgment against anybody for anything, because you don't know what's really going on inside their head and what led up to them having these ways and doing these things. Um, you know, I guess one more example, because I'm gonna keep this video short. One more example of, you know, you don't want to be the contributor to somebody else's mental health. You know, you could say something as small as like, "Oh, girl, what you got on?" Like, and you're not, you know, you're not trying to be judgmental. It's not a big deal to you, but to that person, that could really affect them. 10 years down the line, they could be going to an interview or going on a date or having some type of occasion, and they hear your voice inside their head talking about, "Ooh, girl, what you got on?" And it makes them feel this big. Now they're like, you know, now they just decide, you know, they either going with this event feeling insecure, or they completely just don't do it anymore, and they missed out on something in their life because of something you said 10 years ago. So, you know, I guess that's my little bit of advice for today, and, you know, a little bit of, you know, about my story on why I don't hold judgment against, you know, my own mom for, and how she hurt me. But, you know, hurt people hurt people. So that's just, you know, just wanted to get that out there to make sure that nobody thinks that like, oh, she probably hates her mom, and oh, like everything is just probably all fucked up. And it's like, it doesn't have to be. I recognize what it is. It is what it is. And I can't hold on to it, because if I carry that around, like, you know, I imagine it like, okay, I got all these feelings and stuff stuffed into this backpack, but, and all my past issues, but I'm trying to move forward in life, but I've got this backpack dragging me down. Like, no, you got to let it go. You got to let it go. You got to be free and just enjoy what life has to offer. So, all right, that's it. Like I said, I'm going to make it short. I'll be back with another one tomorrow, and I love you guys.